Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day 28. Welcome, welcome. We are excited. Good evening, Kanita. Thank you so much for sharing our broadcast. We're glad to have you here. We missed you last night, yes. Good evening. As you come in, this is day 28. Welcome, the elephant in the room. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Please tag someone tonight that needs this teaching on tonight. We have an awesome teaching tonight. It's time for a restart. Please share this broadcast as you come in because somebody needs to know that it is time. Somebody's ready. Somebody's sitting on the edge of their seats tonight, ready for a change. Share this broadcast tonight because it is time for a reset. It is time for a reset. Hello, Jocelyn. Thank you so much for joining us. You found us. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Ms. Melvin. I love you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome, welcome. Hello, JC. I'm so glad to see all of you. I'm so glad to see you here tonight. Please share this broadcast as you come in because I want you to know tonight that it is time for a restart. We are going to restart our life. We're at the end of a year and we're ready for a new year, and it is time for a restart tonight. It is time. So we're going to get started in about another minute. I'm going to give everybody a chance to find us, make sure we're in the right place. And I made that mistake the other night and I recorded in one of my groups, but tonight we're in the right place. Welcome, Howard. We're glad to have you tonight. And I see Miss Ophelia is here tonight. Yes, I love you, baby girl. I keep up with you. Yes, I keep up with you. Yep, glad to have you tonight. So please share the broadcast if you don't mind. As you come in, share the broadcast because we're getting ready to get started in just a minute. And this is day 28 of my 30-day live challenge. And it has truly been a journey coming to you every night, sharing with you whatever topics that the Lord lays on my heart. And tonight we have an awesome topic because we're going to talk about it's time to restart. Yes, a new start. Absolutely, how we're getting a new start tonight. Yes, we are. So we're ready for a new start. I'm ready for a new start. Welcome, my cousin. I love you. Thank you for joining us. Glad to have you. Please share this broadcast, and we have about another 30 seconds, and we're going to get started. Shawana, I love you. Thank you so much for being here tonight, dear. I hope everybody had an awesome day. I'm still enjoying my time with my grandbabies and my children. I'm having a blast here in the big city of Silver Spring, Maryland. And so I'll get back home at some time or another, but I'm enjoying myself. Until they kick me out, I guess I'll be right here with the babies. So, but anyway, we're going to get started. Hello, Charmaine. Thank you for joining us. I miss you, love. Okay, so we're going to get started. I am Carolyn Blue. I'm your balance coach, and I teach men and women how to find balance in every area of their life. Whether you are having trouble with procrastinating or a lack of focus, or you're frustrated and tired all the time, or if you feel like you have so much month left at the end of your money, whatever is going on in your life and you're ready to find balance in your life, that's what I help you do. I give you the essential keys to unlock that balance that's in your life. And so tonight, we're talking about it's time for a restart. It is time for a restart. And so I began to think about what restart really means. And I looked it up, and of course, in the dictionary, I found the word restart. And it says that restart is a new start or beginning. So for our purpose tonight, we're talking about a new beginning. We're going to restart because it's time for a restart. And sometimes you have to take life's issues, the disappointments, the different failures, like a piece of paper. And you have to ball it up and you have to throw it in the trash can and start all over again. That's what we have to do sometimes just for us to make it. You don't have to worry about trying to keep going. Just take it and ball it up, throw it in the trash and start again. So if you've been experiencing a lack of focus in your life, or if you've been having a hard time trying to communicate with other people, or if you can't seem to make your ends meet, or if you just need another chance to get things right, sometimes it's best to what? Restart and get a new beginning. Many times life throws a curveball at us and we're not expecting that curveball when it comes. And neither do we want it, but what we have to do, we have to make a decision. We have to make a decision on how we're going to proceed. Now that's a toughie for many of us, having to make a decision as to, am I going to stay stuck or am I going to move forward? So you can choose to wallow in your situation or you can choose to do something about it. But it's time for a restart. So restarting may seem like it's too difficult, because when you restart something, when you think about restarting, you have to go back to the drawing board many times. But guess what? Sometimes it's necessary for us to go back to the drawing board. I was stuck for 3.5 years. Let me just talk about me. And if you can grab something from this, then I am grateful that you will be able to. And this is a great time for you to share this broadcast because somebody is stuck tonight and they need to know that it is time for a restart. Welcome, my cousin. I love you. I'm so glad to see you here tonight. I didn't expect to see you tonight, but you are blessing me for being here. I love you. And I'm praying for you. I am so praying for you, Sheila. So I was stuck for 3.5 years. And I had no desire whatsoever to move forward. It was right after the death of my mom. And I promise you, I was satisfied within my mind, just being stuck, doing absolutely nothing. I really wanted to. Part of me wanted to move, but the other part of me was so stuck, I couldn't get unstuck. So I had to make a decision to stay stuck by not choosing to move forward. That's what I actually did. I made a decision to stay stuck because I could not, for some reason, make that decision to move forward. So if we don't choose to move forward or we don't choose anything, then we've already chosen. Does that make sense? If you don't make a decision one way or the other, then you've already made a decision. And so when we're stuck, we experience a lack of focus, we experience procrastination, frustrations, feelings of loneliness, and this happens in almost every area of our life. We'll find out our life seems to be affected by it when we don't make a decision. Your relationships, your job, your business, your family, your spiritual life, all of these things are jeopardized as a result of you not restarting. We have to restart. It's time for a restart. I found myself, in my situation, I found myself isolating myself from the very people that I know that they loved me and I loved them. But that was just where I was. I love these people and I got to a place where I merely only existed. That's what was going on with me. But after a while, I decided that life was too short. And, for me to move, and it moves by too quickly because these years are steady flying by. It's like time, 1 year comes in, it's at the end of it already. And so life was too short and it was moving by too quick for me not to hit my restart button. I need to hit that restart button. And so I want to bring this home to you. I have a little illustration I want to give you to try to drive this home for you. This is a great time for you to share this broadcast. I started my husband's car the other day. I was inside and I pressed this button and I started his car. But I didn't go outside to the car right then after I started the car. I said to myself, I'm going to let the car warm up. You know how you let the car warm up? Because it's like 16 degrees here. So you need to warm the car up. So I started the car, but because I was distracted by other things that was going on in the house, I forgot that the car was actually started. But watch this now. But because the car was unattended and wasn't driven in a certain amount of time, I didn't go out there to the car. Guess what happened? It turned itself off and had to be what? Restarted. Okay, stay with me. I'm going somewhere. But therefore, when I chose to go outside, when I thought the car had been started long enough, I went outside and I realized that the car was not started. It was like It's just like our life, how we leave our life unattended to, how we get stuck, get in a rut, and we don't do anything about our life, and we alienate our life, and all of a sudden our life gets switched off. It's time for a restart. So I had to make a decision about that car, because if I had waited, guess what was going to happen? It was going to get that much colder, and it was going to take me that much longer for me to restart the car. So I had to make a decision to either let the car stay isolated, out there by itself cold, and I not be able to go anyplace, or I had to restart the car. All right? And so after I restarted the car, it fell right in line with what I desired. Guess what? The car warmed up. That's just like our life when we restart, right? And with what I needed at that time, the car did just that. And with where I was headed, it took me where I needed to go. So when we hit the reset button on our life and we treat it just like I did my husband's car that day, our life can be restarted. We get a new beginning. I had an opportunity for a new beginning when I went and I restarted the car. Welcome, Londera. Welcome, Loretta. I see all of you. Sheila, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. And it is time for a restart. This is a great time for you to share this broadcast. But it would have moved, the car would not have moved forward, and I couldn't move forward until I restarted it, right? And that's just like our life. Our lives will not move forward until we restart, until we decide that we're ready to move up out of the place that we're in. That's when our life will move. It's time for a restart for many of us. There are many of us here tonight. We need a restart in our life. All right? We need a restart. But the question is, how will we do it? How will we do it? And I'm so glad that you asked me. So this is how we redo it. I have an essential key for us tonight that will unlock that truth for you for restarting your life. Just the way I was able to restart my life, and as much hurt as I went through and as much of a hard time that I had, I was able to restart my life. And if I was able to do it, so will you. So the essential key tonight is to press. I want you to think on that word for just a minute. The key tonight is to press. P-R-E-S-S. Press. Now, I chose the word press versus turn because what we used to do, watch this now, what we used to do will no longer work for us. Now, you remember back in the day when we went to start our cars, we had to turn the ignition. Is that right? But see, from the more modern cars, the newer cars, you don't have to turn the ignition anymore. You press the ignition to start it and to restart it, okay? So your key tonight, in order for you to restart, is to press. That's what we're going to do. We're going to press. That's our key, all right? And so what are the steps that we need in order for us to press on tonight? Step one, you have to process what needs to be changed. What is it in my life that I'm not satisfied with? What is it in my life that's holding me hostage that I need to restart my life? Process it. Take yourself through those different steps. That's step number one. Step two, reset is necessary. You need to know tonight that reset is necessary. It is time for us to reset some things in our lives. If we continue to allow our life to be the same way over and over, expecting different results, that is insanity on steroids. We have to do something different in order for us to get something different. And so in order for us to get something different, guess what we need to do? We need to know that a reset is necessary. All right? Step three, experience a new beginning. So many times we take our time, or we're not sure that we want to go through a new beginning. We don't want to go through all that. It's just like in a relationship. I'm all off script right now, but I hear it. So when you start a new relationship, or you're ready for a new relationship, you start to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not sure if I really am ready for a new relationship, because you got to go through meeting the person all over again. You got to get to know all their habits and the things you like about them, the things you don't like about them. Get used to all that stuff. And we need to embrace that. We need to enjoy the experience, a new beginning. Sometimes that's why we don't want to make a decision to restart, because you don't want the newness. But newness is good. Newness is good. Okay? Newness is good. Step 4, stop being afraid to do it. Get past your fears. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. Okay? So we need to get past our fears. I've been teaching all week about my fears and me having to try to overcome my fears of my children's cats. You know, I don't like cats, and they love cats. But the thing is, if I want to be where they are, guess what I have to do? I have to learn how to what? Get used to the cats. Get past my fears. So we need to stop being afraid to restart. Step 5. Start as many times as needed. I don't care if you start tonight and things seem like they're going right, and then all of a sudden tomorrow you try and it doesn't work. Guess what? Start again, baby. If it doesn't work when the next day comes, guess what? Start again. Every time it seems like it's not working for you, start again. And it's okay to keep starting over and over and over again until you get that thing just the way you want it, until you realize every desire that you have till it comes to pass. I'm going to tell you a quick story about my son-in-law real quick. And this is nothing I had planned to talk about. He was working on a project for me, and it wasn't working out. Because he's an IT person, and every time I come, I have to bring in something to do with the computer or something, because I feel like I'm not. It's not right if he's not doing some type of IT stuff for me when I come. I save everything up till I get here and then give it all to him. And so he wasn't making any leeway with it. So he left it for a little while. But you know what? Because of his personality, he did what? He came right back to it again. Then he called the company. The company couldn't help him. And he said, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do it. But something on the inside of him made him realize that he needed to just keep right on pressing and not give up. So he pressed again. And when he pressed the next time, guess what happened? He was able to get it handled. He was able to get it fixed. And he was able to restart it. And that's just like our life. If we would not give up and start again, every time you fall, get yourself back up again. And guess what's going to happen if you keep right on doing it? You're going to eventually stand up. You're going to eventually be able to keep going and keep moving. All right? So tonight, we're going to press the restart, and we're going to balance your visions, your dreams, and your life. When you press that restart, that's what will happen. You will balance. You will get alignment. Your life will get in alignment to everything that your heart desires to accomplish. And you will accomplish just that. It's time to restart. Okay, that's what I have for us tonight. And I am ready to take any questions or any comments. If you are going through a situation right now where you are experiencing difficulty with being stuck, you want to get unstuck and you're ready to restart and you just need somebody to just give you a little boost, tonight is a great night. Ask us some questions and I'll try to help you. And while you're getting your questions in the comment section, I would like to announce that on next Thursday, January the 4th, we will be having a free webinar. I would love for all of you to sign up for it. Many of you have already signed up, so we're running out of space. It's about to be full. So go ahead and sign up, because a lot of you have signed up on Facebook inside of some of my groups and said, yes, you're going to attend, but you have not registered. And I have other people that are registering. So if you would like to learn how to balance your life, you've been procrastinating, lacking focus, have more month at the end of your money, you seem like you're in a burnout place, all this kind of stuff, and you want some help, meet us at the Balanced Room. Embracing It Now. Thank you so much, Howard, for putting it up for us. If you will go to our website and register for this webinar, you will not be sorry. You will be glad you went, because I'm going to teach you the essential keys in how to bring balance in every area of your life. And I'm teaching you from my experiences, because there was a time in my life that I had absolutely no balance. I had no balance between my home life, my work life, and my spiritual life. I was either at work or in church all of the time, and I failed to nurture my family. And as a result of me not having balance in my life, it cost me my family. But I'm here to tell you tonight that when I found balance, God gave me my family back. So I'm speaking from experiences when I talk to you about finding balance in every area of your life. So do you have any questions for us tonight? Because it is time for a restart. Just type your questions in or your comments in. And if you don't have any, then we're going to do our affirmation for tonight. Thank you, Clarice. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, woman of God. I appreciate you. Thank you. And please share this broadcast, because there's somebody that's out there who's stuck. They're stuck and they want a new beginning. They're ready to restart. And they just need to know what the essential key is. And the essential key is to press. They just need to know, they just need to press. If they would just press, they can restart and they can walk in balance. So tonight, repeat after me, because we know our affirmation is I have and live a balanced life. So repeat after me. I have and live a balanced life. Embrace the balance of your night. Good night. Thank you.